Kiyashima versus Edward, 23 HP, moving back in case of grenade perhaps, but now some pre-fire though. Edward with an elevated position surely has a winning play here. No! That's crazy from Kiyashima. How's he won this round?
Oh my god. Side trying to keep players there. This could work out really well because the stack's on this bomb site and they're just going to run in here, go for the fake. The bomb's in the apartments though, and Kiyashima's going to double back. So this is really interesting. There is definitely a big window of time here. Look at that. Now Zeus spots everything, and it's the A retake. It is on.
They need to get control of the pit position. They've got two players on the site now, EnVy. Six is moving up to the top mid area, exchanging some blows with Electronic. He's holding the line, allowing his teammates to move in. As they move in towards short, he will take over towards long. Zeus has been picked off. He was the only man towards A earlier on. Edward, Electronic, and Flamey left 3 on 3. Haji picked off, was only on 1 HP, I think. And there's Kiyashima in the pit with the alternative angle. He will be a problem for these CTs to deal with. But Joanto coming into the short position. Scream gets one, but not one more. And it will be NAVI to take the CT pistol. Edward with a 2K finishing things off. He's about to engage Zeus, so he might be trying for a wrap, but Zeus has held that down. In the meantime, Simple now running distraction, getting a tag, and there's Edward to clean up the rest of it. Very surgical and clean by Navi.
This is a slow burner here for EnVyUs. Slowly making their way forwards, but is it going to work out? Electronic defending from the pit pretty precisely. 3 kills for him. Now a 1v1. Flamey in the mix against XMS. He's got to get the bomb, though. Oh, no. This is a rough spot. Wolf is ready, and Flamey nails it. 5-0. That was a close.
He's been very active going left and between sites, and he's made the right choice because a full push coming in with these pistols. Scream with the Deagle again, causing problems, and 2 plays being picked now for Navi.
A couple kills from Zeus. Will slow down things somewhat. Simple sitting in the smoke. Ooh, Kiyashima's going to be the one to get the better of that. And this might be a bit rough here now for Electronic and Flamey on the retake. Both coming in from the construction area. Ooh, hello. Looking for those wall bangs. Not offered up though. And I like this, starting to fall back. We have seen quite a few times where teams will present itself. So we'll toss an incendiary, and that's going to be spotted, the trajectory that is, by the EnVyUs players. There's not too much they can do. Seemingly, Hachi, though, does find himself a reward to that patience that he has been exhibiting there, just sitting in the apartment for so long. They line up for Electronic, but he can only get the single frag, and now all of a sudden it's a 2v2. Sixer posted up with the AWP. That's a fantastic look for him now. Simple is going to make his way through the smoke, straight into Hachi's AWP. Very nice from him. Ooh, gets some headshot action there from Scream as well. And that's the AK versus M4 advantage for you. They both get a shot onto the head, and Scream who has the AK, so he wins that battle. Zeus with a good spray for the smoke as well. 3 versus 4 thanks to him. But can he get anything else with this? His teammates are pretty far away at this point. The smokes are down. There's an AWP post plant as well on Sixer. So in the interest of saving some weapons here, looks like his teammates will skedaddle. But Zeus, he's probably going to have to fight his way out of this. Yes, not much you can do there. Another round for EnVy. They're having no problem coming back into this one.
They've got grenades for days. And the smoke from Flamey anticipates some nonsense towards B and some more substance towards A. So he will try to sabotage their plans. XMS now making it out of boiler quietly after isolating himself from the short position, or being isolated. Again, Navi with some ruinous timings of these smoke grenades. Flamey is simply shoulder peeking the arch area. Zeus is deep in short, so he might not be really able to flash for him. Well, yes, he is actually. But now there's a potential wrap towards 3 bomb site. Simple's having to rotate around to construction, but there's only 3 players left here for EnVy. This might be difficult. There goes the bomb in the pit, and that should be the round. Oh, wait a minute. Sixer and XMS with stereo frags, and suddenly the A bomb site's open.
Yeah, it's just a rotation coming in from Navi. They'll have plenty of time to do this. The bomb freshly planted. Fresh smoke as well. Okay, here's a quick boost there. Now maybe looking into the pit positions, trying to spot something. This is really good, trying to get the information there. And again, the bomb was planted a little bit before that smoke went down, so you can sort of wait that smoke out and still have time to go for it if you get the kills. Only 2 of them left, but you can see that
the car position with the bomb as well. So there is going to be trouble. The numbers game might prove too great here for Navi. Electronic on fire, trying to reposition, but still alive. He's got his teammates for support as well. Again, 3 frags in the pit area. Scream almost getting finished off, down to 2 HP. Got to be careful if he jumps. Oh, no. Dear. That leaves Haji alone versus Edward and Flamey.
Yeah, he must just have had no idea about his health there. Haji's been fantastic for his team so far. And now he's in the clutch. A great test of where he's at here so far today as he works the AWP. The AWP is a fantastic weapon for a situation like this. Now he spots the first player. What about the second one, though? This could get really risky. He really needs to isolate his first player. There it is. And the defuse, is he holding it? Oh, he's actually going for the full hold. Beautiful. So smart from Flamey. And Haji is going to be left with egg in his face, James. And there it is. CT smoke, and EnVyUs will march in.
No flashes for the T side. There's the glorious pull flash from a player in CT, which causes problems for EnVy, but you can see them slowly darting in bit by bit. Nice shot from Kirishima. That's a good start. How many cooks is Edward good for? He was in the red, now he's dead. That leaves Electronic on the A side. It's working out for EnVy. The numbers game. They are purely going for the aim jewels here. Have shot an MP7 recently. And by that, I mean we did, basically. But with a twist, here soon enough. And EnVy charging through the smoke in a round where Navi don't really have much going on, but now they certainly do. I would assume it was a burst play with a flashbang, which is perfectly fine, but for whatever reason, didn't work out for them, and they were on the receiving end of wrecked.
It's funny because they went into the only guy who had not a pistol, so very unlucky for them in that sense. But there's still a chance here, 2v4. Stixer will get a spot. Yeah, AWP is out, and they smartly back away from the AWP. But EnVyUs might be walking straight into Zeus here. I'm not sure if they're going to be checking for this. Ooh, XMS is quick to respond. Electronic, though, he can shut it down, but will he be able to do so? It's going to be quite hard to punish his position, and there it is. Caught on throwing a nade. XMS nowhere near him to trade. And now he's going to be in an unfavorable 1v1, and that's going to be that. 7 to 8, Navi able to get one more round at the end, but that is not going to feel like a successful half for them, despite the scoreline being so close. I think EnVyUs they should be brimming with confidence if they want to now. They're going to rally everyone, leaving, Zeus leaving Banana and rejoining the forces with a flash over the top. It's going to be very good. Blinding Haji completely. Scream just in no man's land in the middle of the bomb site. Can only get one before he's taken down. And Simple also giving Sixer the same treatment. And now it's a 4v2 in favor of Navi. And EnVyUs may be thinking of saving this Kevlar, because how do you win this one? Piss around, I suppose, but still. Simple says no. And so does Zeus.
You've got to love it when you see Simple really trying to focus on precision aim at the B area. Kishima spotting for the time being. So is this an execute from Navi, or do they initially want to bait some grenades? There's a minute 10 on the clock. There are 4 of the players towards Blana, and Flamey had an angle to cut off rotators through mid, but he's joining the team as well.
Yeah, looks like they are trying to bait out nades. Or are they? Maybe not. They're just going to go with this. I guess there was no reaction for the CTs, and so they do go with it. Maybe that's the protocol. And, oh my god, it's a wipeout. Absolute no-show from EnVyUs on the B bomb site. I wonder if that was the protocol there, because it did kind of look like maybe they would try to bait out nades, as you say. It's like really early in the rounds. But EnVyUs, they didn't throw anything. And so I think Navi just like...
Well, Navi didn't throw anything either.
Let's go. They threw 2 smokes.
Oh, they did?
I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
Well, I mean, Zeus lined one up, but then he didn't throw it. And then he's kind of going back and forth. But yeah, I mean, a page out of EnVy's book. But a faster burst. EnVy, in a number of rounds, they put all the forces towards one site, but they slowly edged forwards and focused on the guns, and not even the grenades, really. Or at least not in the fashion that Navi just did. That is quite the burst. Bursting with blood vessels. High pressure on the B bomb site. And almost a complete wipeout. Might even be Haji trying to hold green. The AWP is in. It is a British-made weapon. And the bomb's been left at the bottom of the ramp. EnVy charging on the buy round. Before this tournament, there is a trade. They've only lost 1 player, EnVy. This is going very well so far. At some point, you do wonder if you want to reset to a more traditional setup. Simple, last man standing. They continue to hunt. But that means he might get some 1v1s, and he is dangerous, and he has a lot of time on the clock.
It is rare you see this sort of play work out so well, and I think EnVyUs do have the liberty to do this with this sort of ragtag group of players that they have, and again, we've seen how they've sort of just changed up the roles and so on, and they want to play more aggressively, and that's something that they've been doing. And this looks quite humorous. Is anyone going to drop down? СИМПЛ really just wants to kill here. He just wants to get the kills.
Trivia, on old INFERNO, that was a piece of wood, and if you were at the end of it, you could see, you would come up on the radar even if you weren't visible.
Ooh, nice little pop flash. СИМПL's he's been practicing his pop flashes from the crawl space, I'm sure. And he's working his crawl space like a pro. I mean, he is a pro, so no surprise there, I suppose. Let's see what else we can get. Nothing. Okay. That's good. That's great. 12-9. Good effort from СИМПЛ to keep it up.
Channeled that. You could get pre-fight anyway.
Lots of flashes as they burst into the A bomb site. Hadji is clear for a headshot. Gets traded out though. That's all according to plan for the Navi boys, as the motor area is now smoked off and Sixer has no access to stop the bomb from going down. And there's no one really that can do that on the EnVyUs side. They sort of just have to wait now for the smokes, and they also have to make a decision. They have no money really, so do they go for this? Maybe if they get a quick frag, but not looking like to be the case. And there is plenty of utility.
Looking for the boost. You know someone is ahead of the corner. Very nice. Spots the bomb. Instant info. Able to run back and run distraction. Kishima has to fall off though because the flashbang is good. And that could have been a huge coup for Envy. Are they aware of the potential someone to be in construction? Absolutely, but Electronic doesn't realize that they knew he'd made a play. Navi not really getting anywhere at the moment. There is a gap in the smoke, but no one's going to look through that. And I don't know what the situation is elsewhere. Hadji has a line, as you can see. And that might be a play for information. He could run balcony because he has an off angle. There is a kill on Edwards. And now he can start to move away. СИМПЛ INFERNO on the run. Screen moving forward in the arch area. And Hadji on the... I think he's staying on the balcony, or is he underneath? Either way, they're in a good spot. Yeah, he is underneath in the pit now. So it's a really difficult spot for Navi. Offering the fake. Not what he was doing there, but be one kill for Zeus. СИМПL's made his way onto the site. I think Hadji's just let him in. And they'll be comfortable playing retake. Now it's СИМПЛ on his own. 1 versus 4. Hadji in the pit. The grenade flying in, taking half his health away. Sixer jump. What?
What the hell?
Oh, my days.
That is hilarious.
Position, but they were concentrating on the bait towards A. And now Sixer and Kiyashima will be against 4 players here for Navi. Make it 3. Sixer pushing through the smoke. He gets a good position. He can still play around this fountain. The Molotov helps as well, but he's falling back into the deep corner. Play jumping on the box. That's a great shot on the barrel position. Edward Electronic. He's bought time for his team. Look at the rotation now. XMS in construction. 7 seconds as the bomb goes down. Screaming Hadji and CT.
Yeah, that bomb ticking away now. CT's breathing down their necks. However, XMS, will he get an angle to take anybody out? So far, it's not looking like that could be the case just yet. With a player on banana, depends on how deep he's going to peek. Edward Electronic now on the bomb sites. It's going to need to be so good here. That Molotov absolutely perfect, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. Electronic has actually got a lot of space to just sit there in the corner. Another 1v1 for Electronic as he moves in. Hadji has to move into the flames of their own incendiary. That's an absolute disaster. If that was placed correctly, there's nothing Edward can do. Or Electronic can do, that is.
That is a disaster. Oh, dear.
Oh, my God. If they just taken the time back, it actually works. Oh, poor Hadji. He's 1v4. This is a disaster for him. It's the first kill, but surely he goes down at this point.
The Molotov through the smoke on the balcony gives him a clue, but he can't get that second kill. But XMS is in a great position. Look at the time on the clock. It's even a faker reposition. Maybe anticipating what might have been going on there. What a play from СИМПЛ. I do wonder.
How does he know?
Yeah. I guess he realized with the smoke down that was possible. Kiyashima's made this winnable, though. What the hell was that? Kiyashima versus Edward. 23 HP. Moving back in case of grenade, perhaps, but now some pre-fire, though. Edward with an elevated position surely has a winning play here. No! That's crazy from Kiyashima. How's he won this round?
Oh, my God. And the nades will soar into the B bomb side as the push comes in, and Electronic is the first man. Flick comes in. It's not going to be working out. These EnVyUs players doing a fantastic job initially on the defense. And they will trade it up, though, as an even situation, which is now quite favorable for the defenders, which is Navi in the post plant. And an AWP is on to Sixer, but is there going to be a smoke? No, there is not. Flamey just out in the open. They're going to meet them out in the open. I can't believe it. And they absolutely smash.
See, this is the last round. It's up to Navi to decide. So far, so good.
Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? We got very weakened Edward and Flamey, but otherwise 5 men strong. And they got loads of time to play with. Sixer working the apps here, going to find one of the weakened players. Edward's going to be taken down. Nice follow-up there from Sixer as he nails Electronic. And it's the 3v3 here as Sixer can pick up an AK-47. And he's going to flash his way back out into safety there. He's going to be sitting in the pit. He could offer up to his teammate on Arch to just go for the full rotation at this point to try to reinforce that B bomb site, considering that he has a very strong weapon in the pits.
Yeah, he is running. Simple might hear him from the position Simple was in. Jumping onto the barrels now, but he has conceded his position to XMS, looking over the smoke. And now Flamey rotates the bomb back, but Sixer's full rotating towards the site. XMS he can't see, but he can hear that nothing's going on. So now position has been completely conceded on the A bomb site. They're going to come back from the arch position. Zeus making his way towards the pit, spotted, and Sixer holds a very important angle there. And now Flamey is alone with the AWP.
As Zeus is going to be checking the CT spawn area. He'll see nothing so far, except right at the end, their screen by the trellis. And he's having none of it. Flamey, though, to follow up. Ooh, pre-firing around the corner. You got to love that. 3v4 here for Navi to try to take A.
Ooh, the bomb. Can it go down? Somehow, Simple makes it work, and he's still got the AWP. The no-scope. He makes it winnable for Flamey. Flamey has position. Envy are out of position. Oh, boy. I can tell you something about this later on, but let's see. Flamey could be anywhere. He could be in the pit, I think. I don't think XMS had the angle. He could be in the pit. He could be even on the balcony, on the site, in the graveyard. Can he get through that? That's a strong position for him. Going wide, but he's so close. Kishim of 19 HP. So we had Haji in the corner of the site, and he had the last.
It's a bit of an unknown quantity for them. So they're quite committed towards A. 40 seconds to go now, and they're starting to show some face. Ooh, are they going to go to B? Oh, this could be awesome. That's take down to XMS, and they're successful.
Kirishima against Game Point versus a horde of pistoling players. I don't think he can hold the B bomb site, but maybe, just maybe, he can hold the destruction. They're lining up for him. He knows the numbers there, trying to conserve his bullets, being really smart with that. The Deagle now, 1v1 with Electronic. Electronic not going to engage. They need to focus on the site itself, and he's being flanked. Can he get his real in the time? Oh, he keeps going wide, but Flamey will pick him up before he can fire a bullet. Haji and Scream at the front of the site, spotting the T by the fountain. The bomb is down. He doesn't get the kill. Simple and Flamey in the red now. But it's a 2 versus 2. Flamey with the M4. Who can engage first? Sixer now alone in a 1 versus 2. Flamey might have just done it, trying to get the trade fragger. There he is. Flamey, though, rotated already. And Sixer does not have a kit. He has no defuse kit. And there it is. That's the game for Navi. A pistol round to do it. 16-13 over Envy.
Big performance there from both teams. I mean, there's a lot of